Standing 50 feet tall and 70 feet long, a hulking Goliath with a weight of over 130 tons, or around 8,700 kobolds, the Tarrasque is one of the most formidable creatures in all of D&D. A Tarrasque is roughly the size of an ancient dragon, with two large horns protruding from its forehead, a shiny rock-solid carapace capable of reflecting attacks, a long tail and razor-sharp teeth, so basically a roided-up dinosaur. It's like if you took a T-Rex and asked a 7-year-old to make it more badass. It also has two tiny eyes, but Tarrasques rely more on their smell and hearing, so blinding it wouldn't be the most effective strategy. Don't bother with trying to frighten, charm, paralyze, or poison it either. Yeah, it's immune to those two, plus some more. A Tarrasque was good for two things, killing and eating, and boy did it eat. Everything from plants to swallowing giants whole. This was literally what the Tarrasque was designed for, to be an unstoppable machine capable of destroying anything in its path. Luckily, its reign of terror would normally only last for a few weeks before it would return to sleeping in its lair, near the core of the planet. This rest could last anywhere from a few months to decades or even centuries. Nobody is really certain on what would cause it to wake. All that's for certain is that at some point, it will. There's several theories on the history of Tarrasques, the most prominent being that it was created by the primordials to be used as a weapon of mass destruction meant to end the Dawn War. Its purpose was to destroy the balance of the world instilled by the gods, so that the primordials could remake it as their own, though supposedly they only created a single Tarrasque. Another theory was that there is actually an entire population of Tarrasques all congregated on the planet known as Falx, located someplace in the Crystal Sphere. Falx actually house several hundred types of creatures similar to the Tarrasque species, most of them being closely related or evolved from one another. This theory suggests that a single Tarrasque was either summoned or transported from Falx long ago. A Tarrasque is virtually impossible to kill due to its strong connection to the prime material plane, though there are exceptions. In 339 DR, a group of adventurers were hired by an archwizard by the name of Tarrasque to cut off the Tarrasque's pituitary gland so that it could be used to cast the spell Tarrasque's Avatar. I guess that's where they got the name from. Before heading off to face the Tarrasque, they were met by a goat dragon by the name Dracolonobon. I don't think I'm saying that right. But he gifted these adventurers a vial filled with some sort of liquid gold, and he told them if it is applied to the Tarrasque's body, it would prevent it from reawakening. And it seems to have worked, since nobody has spotted any Tarrasques roaming around since then. Sometime after its defeat, the desert its lair was located in became fertile, completely hiding the lair from anyone who wasn't already aware of it. Those who still knew of the lair's location referred to it as the secret place in the sands. But since most people aren't going to be able to just wander up to a Tarrasque and kill it, one possible way of dealing with it would be to somehow lure it into another plane and then seal it there with magic. Just make it somebody else's problem. Also, it's worth noting that there's so little information on Tarrasques because pretty much anyone who's ever been unfortunate enough to run into a Tarrasque hasn't lived to tell the tale. But yeah, that's a general overview of Tarrasque lore. I probably didn't cover everything, so feel free to mention anything I left out in the comments. And if you want to hear more, like and subscribe. See ya.